Board. Okay. Okay, I think we're ready. So my name is Mary. I am from Cinema and Sneakers team, and I am so lucky to have a conversation with a wonderful family who made an incredible movie about three sisters, three orphans who accidentally landed on an island full of sea lions. The movie is called Island of Lost Girls, and you can see it on our festival. Yeah, so hi to all of you. I am so happy to see you, even through Zoom. Yeah, I would love you to introduce yourselves to us.
Hi, thank you so much for having us be on this meeting. My name's Anne-Marie Schmidt, and
I'm Brian.
And I'm Autumn Schmidt. I'm Avila.
No, you're not.
I'm Scarlett Schmidt. And I'm Avila Schmidt.
Okay, so happy to see you. You have so positive energy. It's amazing. Okay, so I think we can start with the first question. So where did the idea for the movie come from?
Well, we were actually, so we funded this film ourselves, and actually the last film we funded ourselves also. So it took like 10 years to make. And I was reading what's it called? The Island of Blue Dolphins, the book Island of Blue Dolphins to the girls.
I don't know if it's a big hit in Poland.
Yeah, I don't know.
It's a very popular book in the United States.
It's about a little girl that was a native on the islands off the shores of California, or just in the Pacific. And she was left alone on the island, and it's based on a true story. And we just had access to many different places on our shores that we could use, and in Mexico. And so I just kind of threw out the idea, and then he just started writing the ideas, and yeah, I mean it was
yeah, that's right.
I can't believe that's just where it started from. That just makes it sound so like simple.
Okay.
So much work later, but yeah.
Okay, that's amazing. So how long it took to make this movie? Because you mentioned something about 10 years.
Well, this one didn't take 10 years.
Yeah, that was our last one.
Filming it was we probably filmed it over the course of a year, because we just do like a little bit each day kind of thing. And we'd slowly work on this section and that section until we got the film done.
Okay.
Yeah, I mean, obviously we weren't like making the kids slaves and working all the time, but there was one point that we only had a few days to shoot on this island in Mexico, and we were not able to stay there longer. So we had to we were working so long those hours, but it was, but other than that, it was more like a fun trip to the beach, and just hanging out with our kids and getting it done.
Okay. Was it hard for you girls to work so much time, to spend so much time during making this film?
No, it's actually really fun doing it, because we gotta go almost every day to the beach and go swim in sea caves and stuff and have fun and act and stuff. It was really fun.
Yeah, it's not really a big difficult thing to do, because since we live near the beach, it's an everyday thing. We would go there anyways, and it's just we film it instead of just going out to hang out. Yeah.
Okay, that's amazing. And how many locations did you have to create this movie?
3 locations? No.
Well, we did
Sort of.
San Diego, we did North Mexico on the islands, Todos Santos Islands, and then we did some of the flashbacks were just inland California, or in San Diego, or my central coast of California. My mom has some property on the Central Coast, and so they did their treehouse scene up there. Yeah, any ones I'm missing?
No.
It was 3.
Mm-hmm.
No.
Yeah. Well,
yeah.
San Diego, Mexico, Central Coast of California. Yeah.
Okay. So you were traveling a lot during it. Nice.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay, so I have a question to the girls. How old are you now, and how old were you when you were creating this movie?
I'm 14 now, and when we first started making the movie, I think I was like 5th grade. So how old do you think
Like
I'd be?
11.
Yeah,
I'd be
you're
like
11.
like 10 or 11.
Yeah.
Yeah, and then I was
Like 7.
yeah, like 7, and then I turned 8 during the middle, kind of.
And you were like 4.
I was 4, then I
3
now
or,
I'm
3 and 4, I think.
I was 3 and 4, then now I'm 9.
Oh, and I'm 12 right now.
Okay, nice. Next, I think I have like a problem to solve because I am not sure if the sea lions are finally, these cute little and lovely pets, or are they actually, like dangerous and wild animals?
They're actually dangerous animals. Like, you wouldn't want to keep one in your house. They're actually big.
I mean, I'd say sea lions are probably.
They're very used to people at this point because where we're shooting, like a lot of people come through there, but they're wild. They're not trained.
It's kind of the same as if you came upon a pack of wild dogs. That they might be friendly, but at the same time, the wild dogs could attack you at any moment.
Okay, I get it. So, were you scared of them while you were making this movie?
No, because while
Little.
we were filming, like it would just be like we'd go there normally. So it was just kind of like, oh, like we're just filming in the same spot we usually hang out.
I mean, sometimes it's just a little scary because, like, I mean, they're big.
Yeah.
They're scary. But, like, most of the time it's fun, like she said.
Okay. Yeah. But were you, like, close to them? I mean, what was the distance between you and those sea lions?
Scarlett, tell them about how you almost jumped on the elephant seal.
There's a big rock that went up this way, and it was like this.
Okay.
And there's a sea lion right below it.
Elephant seal.
I mean, a
giant elephant seal.
And it was the biggest one on the beach.
Okay.
And I was about to run off it and jump off it.
Okay.
Onto the sea lion, but I didn't know it was there, so my dad warned me right before I jumped.
Oh wow, that sounds scary.
We were like pretty close to them, and we were like what I say?
They would swim under us. We'd probably be around like 3 feet away.
Yeah.
Yeah, like the sea lions, but you didn't swim with the elephant seals.
Yeah, the elephant seals.
But definitely sea lions are like, we normally swim around them all the time here on the coast, and so it's pretty typical. So we just filmed the kids swimming with them, and the music and everything can make it sound like nerve-wracking, but while you're filming, it's really not. I mean, it's really very safe, and the sea lions here are pretty friendly, and so not a scary thing. I'm sorry.
I get it. That's interesting. I've also heard that one time you were trapped in a cave with one of those sea lions. Is that true?
Yeah, do you remember when we went down under the water and popped up into the cave?
Yeah.
And you guys describe. Explain.
We swam into this cave. It's like we called it a secret cave because like no one really was in it. So you just basically go into this main cave, and then there's a little crack, and you kind of swim underneath it and pop up into a small cave that's dark. And so we had a flashlight with us. And while we were in there, a sea lion, a bull sea lion, so like the males, they come in, and we have to climb up on some rocks that are higher up, and we thought there was no other way to get out, but then I found one, but we also dropped our flashlight, so he was like trying to get it, but it turned off, so the whole thing was all dark, and we finally got out, because like I could see a little bit of light, and I'm like started crawling to it, and then we finally got out, and then like we never went in there again.
Okay, I get it. I would be scared too. Okay, so for the kids and their parents who live like, you know, in big cities without any access to seashores, ocean shores, or woods, rivers, anything, those cascading stunts could look really, you know, scary and dangerous. Were you like really in danger and scared of you know, yourselves? That, yeah.
No, not really.
Scarlett, were you scared? Were you ever scared?
Scott, what parts were you scared at?
The one part where I almost jumped on the sea lion.
Oh, yeah, but when we were filming.
Like the stunts, like were you actually afraid for yourself, like doing the stunts? Like swimming with the sea lion? You swim with the surfing and stuff.
Or what do you think was scary to do that we were filming wise? Did you think surfing with the sea lion was scary?
It doesn't have to be scary. I think it was mainly just that the water was cold sometimes.
Yeah.
It wasn't really scary, it's just cold.
Yeah.
Well, I think too, like Autumn did kind of more stunts, I feel like, than maybe the other ones, and Autumn swung on the rope in the cave, and
but that was fun. That wasn't scary. It's fun. I mean, the first time me hanging on to it is a little scary, but then it's really fun at the end because it's like swinging on the swing.
Yeah.
Avila did have to crawl through a cave that was filling up with water that she was pretty nervous about doing it, and she had to wait for her little sister to do it first so that she knew it was safe to do.
There was clearly an exit. It wasn't scary, but like in the shot, like it's like a slit in the rock, and the waves kind of would come in and out, and she was trying to crawl through, but she was pretty nervous about it. But I think it's because she was also like bigger bodied, and like when Autumn scooted right through it, it was like no big deal. So
Okay, so how big part of those cascading stunts were like post-production things, and how big part was, you know, like really girls falling off the cliff or something?
I mean, most of it.
And most of it was planned.
Yeah, most of it we shot in reality. And we just it was like trick photography of how we shot it.
Like
angles.
Makes
different angles, make it look scarier.
Yeah.
But like virtually most of it we just shot on location, you know, with what the girls were doing.
I mean, obviously there were special effects involved. I mean, we weren't going to have them be on a true cliff. I would have freaked out.
But I mean, like, when she's on the rope swinging over that chasm, like, she's swinging over a chasm.
Yeah, she's really swinging, but...
If she lets go, she'll land into water
He
down
was
below.
holding the rope on the top, and it was like this arch with the ocean below, and he was holding her to make sure everything was good. There was, you know, nothing for her to hurt herself on or anything. But
I would just fall into the water.
Yeah.
Okay, but because it looked like really scary, and I was so scared when I was watching. Yeah, I was so afraid that one of them will fall, and I don't know.
Yeah. Well, I'm glad that it really looked real.
Well, our kids are pretty active, and so like, you know, they do a lot of climbing and swimming already. So it's kind of like second nature.
Yeah, they do a lot of that stuff already. So.
Okay. So now I have a weird question, because I wanted to ask, were you eating real oysters in the movie?
No.
Okay, because no, you just pulled one from the ocean and you just ate it. So.
So what really happened was that we had the shells and we put like
taffy in
like,
it.
No,
like
Starburst in it.
It's kind of like a taffy.
It's like a candy.
Do you guys have Starburst in Poland?
I don't have it. Okay.
It's like taffy.
Yeah, it's like a taffy type of candy.
Yeah, that's like fruity flavors and stuff.
And so we put candy in them.
But
that's what they were eating.
There was one time that I actually had to lick it. Like, I didn't eat it, but I had to lick it for the movie.
Okay. So that was good acting. Nice.
Avila was the one who came up with the idea for that whole scene.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, you did.
Because we were with Heather, and that's when you came up with the idea of it.
Yeah, it's fun. It's really fun working with the kids because even in our last movie, the little boy we worked with would come up with some ideas, and we really like try to encourage like the kids to like be really who they would be in this situation. So sometimes we wouldn't even have a full script for them to even remember. We just kind of want the conversation to flow naturally. So we just kind of be like, this is kind of what you kind of need to say, and this is what you kind of need to react like, and then they kind of work it out, you know, in a natural way.
But we also definitely too kind of wrote it around what the different kids could do, like what their abilities were, and kind of wrote around that.
Yeah.
Okay, nice. So, girls, do you think you are somehow similar to the characters you played in the movie?
Like,
Personality-wise, no.
no, not at all.
Okay.
I mean, for her,
Some forced hugging.
yeah, she was really like crazy and stuff in
Oh.
real life. But I'm more like quiet, and I just want to like stay home, and like she will want to go out and do things.
Yeah, I was like, I didn't like how my character was like a scaredy cat and everything like that. It's like, I'm the total opposite. Don't make me this character.
Okay.
But I think Scarlett was basically her true wild self in the movie.
I mean, but I'd say though Autumn acts like that minus the scared stuff. That's the one thing that she feels like is not accurate, because she's probably one of our more kids. But
We can hear you. We just,
Okay.
You're frozen. Oh, there you go.
Oh, yeah, I
You.
can hear you too. Okay, so maybe we should just come back to the part we were speaking of. So that Scarlett was herself, yeah, during the movie.
Yeah.
Yes.
And Autumn a little bit, but not like fully, right?
Yeah, she does not like that she's scared in the movie, because she's the most bravest of our kids.
That's what I thought, actually.
Mhm.
Yeah, while I was watching it. Okay, and what is your best memory of making the Island of Lost Girls?
For me, it's like, so we have the scene cut out. You can see part of it in the movie, but the crab, when it falls on me, I start, like, it actually did follow me and get stuck on me, and I started actually screaming because I was scared. But, like, it was, like, more of, like, I was scared, but it's really funny after it. And that was, like, my favorite moment. And I was so mad when I heard that he cut it out. I was like, I worked so hard for that scene.
Okay, that's amazing. I'm so sorry that it was cut off.
What was your favorite part, Scarlett?
When I was surfing with the sea lions.
You like surfing? Yeah.
Yeah, if you ever come to San Diego, there's a spot where you can go more so body surfing with the sea lions, but it's a lot of fun.
Okay.
My favorite part was probably this one scene where she's eating ice cream, and it's one of like the flashback scenes. Because I remember after like I got to eat part of the ice cream too. It's just like we will go to this one place and it has really good food.
Wait, that actually is my favorite because I got to eat most of the ice cream and I tried to mess up almost every single time, so I got to eat more. It was so fun.
Yeah. One of I don't know, one of my memories like that really stand out. I don't know if it's my favorite memory because it was really intense, but when we went to the island in Mexico, like we had to wait a day to go because they had like 22-foot swells coming in, which were really big waves, and we couldn't take the boat out. And I'm thinking, oh, we're gonna get like a nice decent boat that's gonna get us out there. But like the next day that they said, okay, you can go out now, the waves are like 10-foot swells. We were like, okay. And so we all had to get into this, like, it almost looked like a larger rowboat. They call them panga boats, but had a motor, but we just went up and down the waves, like up and down. It was just like almost, it was so nerve-wracking, but we had all of our film equipment, and then we had our son Riley, who's also in the movie. He's the little boy that calls for the bucket.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, and so it was scary to me because we had all the kids and all of this movie and everything that we possessed going to this island, and that stood out. But that was kind of like the risk, like it just kind of making this movie was already a risk, and then this was just kind of like the same thing, and it just kind of gives me this like, oh my gosh, this is like the epitome of our job and our work is this risk we're taking. But I'll always remember that scary boat ride. But yeah, we had Riley was our child in the film, and then we had 2 other ones after that. So we had 3 girls, and then we had 3 boys. So maybe we'll make a boy movie with the 3 boys one day. Who knows?
That sounds like a good sequel.
Yeah.
And actually, are you thinking about making a sequel?
Well, if we could get the funding, we have like a whole idea planned out for a sequel with the girls about how they live and survive on the island and all these adventures that they go on. But if we couldn't get the funding, we'd make a short film about how they would die of exposure.
No, we
in
would
a couple
not.
months.
No, we would not.
Okay. And
I think it's up to the girls, and if that were to happen, because when we first made this movie, we asked them like, hey, do you really want to do this? Because once we start, and what it takes, because they saw us making the other movie too, and how long it takes, and they were all gung-ho and agreeing to it, and I think it's really fun for them to see themselves on screen, so they like that part. But yeah, I think it'd be up to them if we did another one, because it's a lot of time and a lot of work, and they'd have to be 100%.
Okay. So, girls, would you like to take part in the next movie?
Yeah.
It'd be fun.
I mean, I would also, instead of doing a sequel, I would like to just have a different movie and like have a different storyline. But yeah, making a sequel would be fun.
Okay.
Yeah.
And
Scarlett, how about you?
What?
Would you want to make another movie?
All of us have to say no. Say no.
It's okay.
Every time
It's
I
okay.
die in the movie.
No,
and
that's
then you
sad.
Well,
die.
we'll let you die off right away.
Okay, good.
It'll be a very tragic beginning.
A terrible beginning.
Okay. And do you?
A lighthouse keeper.
Oh yeah, the other guy, the lighthouse keeper was, yeah. Okay, sorry. Go ahead.
It's okay. I also wanted to ask, do you remember the first time when you saw the movie? And do you remember the emotions which you were feeling during this screening?
Well, so
Like the very first time shooting, like the very first scene. Yeah, I do remember it because we were like doing some of like the trick like shots from an angle, and we were climbing up this mountain or like part of the what's it called? The
I
cliff.
think she's asking if when you first saw the movie done,
Yeah.
how did you feel?
Oh.
But we saw it first at Mom's house, right? See, the thing is the kids. Brian edited the film, so they're always seeing it being done. Like, in fact, every time we shoot, we'd come home and he would start editing for the next like couple days to get things into place.
Yeah, so it was never
So
like
I don't think there was a moment.
there was never a moment that they saw the whole thing all at once, because
Yeah.
they saw bits and pieces as it slowly came together.
Yeah, but when they did see it, I mean, you guys, I think we were at Nana's house, right?
But wait, how'd you feel about that first day of
I
filming?
left when we were at Mama's house to leave the Lucy.
Oh, you did?
Yeah,
Okay.
Well, how was it? How did you guys feel though watching it with an audience at the other film festival?
Oh, yeah.
oh
It was fun seeing other people's reactions to it.
yeah, but
Get nervous.
the first time we did watch it, like we watched it in one of the theaters because they had a showing in a theater, and we chose the front row seats, so we didn't really see the people behind us and how they were feeling. So we just watched it, but it was like you knew what happened, but like we didn't really know the details exactly. So it's kind of fun to me, and like seeing, oh, how this actually was put together and stuff like that. Yeah.
Okay. And what was your friends' reaction? I mean, how much were they impressed that you tried in a movie?
When you showed Caroline and Jaya and
No, it was just
your friends.
Sadie.
Who? Sadie? Oh.
Well,
They were like, "Oh my gosh, it's so good." I mean, I don't know. Like that's what they would say.
yeah. My friend, she's like in the middle of the movie, and she's like, "Wait, is this the part where blah 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 happens, or is this the part where this happens?" Cause like I told her a little bit about it and stuff like that, so she asked me, she was kind of asking questions and stuff. Then during the movie.
Okay. So that's amazing. I am really happy that I had a chance to talk to you. I think we have to end because it cannot be so long. But it was really nice to talk to you.
Oh, thank you so much.
Yeah, thank you.
It was nice talking to you too.
Yeah, you are wonderful, and we are all waiting for the second part, for the sequel.
All right.
We hope we get funding.
Well, I hope all the kids in Poland enjoy the movie.
Yes.
Yes.
Yes. Tell them thank you so much for us, and we hope they laugh so hard and enjoy it.
Sure. Thank you so much, and have a wonderful day.
You too.
Thank
Wonderful
you.
night for you.
Bye.
Bye.
Yeah. Bye.